Well, thank God you guys are here. I would absolutely have no idea what I would do without you. I would have had absolutely no idea that this video dropped whatsoever, so thank you so much. On a more serious note, I'm glad somebody finally agrees with me. I've been saying this for the longest time. This woman, this demented, deranged sociopath Miss Frizzle, belongs in a prison cell. Those are not field trips that she's taking the students on. Those are dangerous CIA-level escapades that endanger the lives of all of those involved. I want you to imagine being 12 years old, waking up at 8:30 a.m. and your teacher says, "Okay, class, everybody get on the bus. We're going to the moon." Or better yet, imagine you're 14 years old. It's 7:30 a.m. Your teacher walks in the class and says, "All right, kids, everybody get on the bus. We're all going up Ralphie's asshole." I honestly don't know how none of them kids decided to just drop out and become homeschooled, because some of those things that they experienced could cause PTSD and scar a normal human for life. It's amazing all of the children of her class survived for so long, and it's oddly suspicious that those were the only kids in the entire school. I don't think that's a coincidence. The magic school bus doppelganger theory. Dude.
There's something about going back and rewatching old TV shows from your childhood that just fills you with this warm, nostalgic feeling. Even though...
Here we go, dude. He's already prefacing exactly what I was gonna say, dude. Once again, we've got another classic example of my childhood joy and happiness crumbling right in front of my eyes. I love Magic School Bus. Love me some, get on the Magic School Bus. Best day in school, dude. Teacher rolls in the TV, dude. You watching Magic School Bus. Absolutely loved it, dude. And now I'm about to watch this video and I'm about to like hate it. I'm about to get upset emotionally, dude. He's prefacing it, dude. He's like, yeah, something about watching old TV, dude. Well, let me go ahead and make it all terrible for you. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate that.
Though you're older now and your tastes have changed, these shows can still connect with you in ways that nothing else can today. That's at least how I feel when I rewatch The Magic School Bus. A show before everything.
Look at that, dude, just traveling through bowels.
A show that just wanted to teach people how the world works. But then you find something in that show that you don't remember. Something dark.
Janet, you want proof?
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking. She died! Or Arnold died. Arnold died, dude. Not the cousin of that annoying ass cousin, dude. That annoying ass cousin, dude.
I'll give you proof.
No, Arnold
Here's
died.
proof of what'll happen to you if you stay here with your stuff. Arnold, no!
Look at Arnold, dude!
Oh, no!
That is psychotic.
That's weird. I don't remember Arnold dying in the show. And the more I rewatched, the more I realized how much I missed as a kid. And I knew I had to make my next theory about this. Inside the Magic School Bus is a culture of fear and lies, all to hide a massive secret. Trust me, this theory is just as dark or complex as any of my SpongeBob theories. This is the Magic School Bus doppelganger theory.
There was a bullet. Miss Frizzle is strapped. Going undercover to recruit gamers to play Raid.
It's a pretty fun game, I gotta admit.
Yeah.
Pretty fun. You know what's a better game? Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh god, it's an advertisement.
Oh
my god, is this an ad?
I'm just talking about my favorite game, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is an awesome free-to-play action RPG game for mobile and PC with over 89 million downloads.
He is so genius, he infiltrated my own video for his Raid ad, dude. Who else can do it but Alex, man?
Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Stop.
Who else?
You guys ever play Raid Shadow Legends?
Dude, like, I swear, I always see those ads on fucking YouTube.
Yeah, I know. They really put those ads everywhere, man. Whether you love to explore the lore, enjoy the action, or working as a team, Raid Shadow Legends has a little something
Great, dude,
for everyone.
love it. Absolutely love it.
Yo, Alex Bill, what do you want, man?
Yeah, why did you call it emergency meeting?
Uh-oh, it's
you
the
guys-
12 Days of Raid Christmas event.
Dude.
If you download the game
Yeah, let's go, dude.
link in the description, go to 12daysofraid.plarium.com and enter your Raid player ID. New players will be given a fun,
That's
festive
great.
adventure
You
that
think you got voted off for that?
lasts 12 whole days.
Oh my god.
Each day you'll have a
You
new
got voted
chance
off
to
for
win
that?
awesome holiday prizes, including an Amazon gift card
This
worth
would have been amazing if he did this in GTA roleplay and just like broke character and just started doing a raid ad.
up to
And he's
1,000
like in the middle of a drug deal. He's like, yeah, hold that thought 1 second. Raid Shadow Legends.
$10, and existing players can still get a promo code for a special holiday gift.
Are you paid to do this?
Oh shit. Oh my god.
What?
Holy shit.
Do you think he said that entire script in each of these lobbies?
Oh my god, I can't believe this.
What?
Oh my god, guys. Raid Shadow Legends has released a legendary champion based off of MMA and pro wrestling legend
Oh my
Ronda
God.
Rousey.
Bro.
Oh my god, Ronda Rousey?
I was gonna run and call 911 and everything, bro.
You can get Ronda free right now. All you've got to do is
I can
log in
play
and
as
play Raid for
Ronda
7 days between
Rousey?
now and February 28th.
In Raid
Ronda's
Shadow?
yours. That's all there is
Say
to
less.
it. Guys, can we all just calm down?
Oh, absolutely raid Ronda. Oh, you don't gotta raid, dude. Yeah, I'll raid Ronda.
Can I just say something?
Ronda raid me,
Can I just say
dude.
something, please? Shut up! Shut the fuck
What
up!
game is this? What is this? What game is this?
I am talking right now. You will listen to me. New players who use the link in the description or scan my QR code can get a free starter pack worth almost $30, the free champion Tyrell, and also this cool in-game loot. You can find your rewards right here in your inbox.
That's good.
This dude's still advertising.
That's good.
You know what? Now you say it again, I feel like I do want to play some Raid Shadow Legends.
It works. See? Holy oranges, dude. Shout out Holy Oranges.
I feel like I do want to play some Raid Shadow Legends.
Let's go.
Before we begin, I just want to say thank you so much for all the support on Don't Feed the Muse 2. This video isn't related to the ARG, but the final episode is coming out in 2023, and I'll still be making some fun videos like this on the side. And without further
It's gonna be
ado,
the biggest event of the year.
Theory. The Magic School Bus is an animated educational kids show that aired from 1994 to 1997 and later got rebooted on Netflix in 2017. It follows Miss Frizzle and her class of 4th grade students as they use the Magic School Bus to go on
Dude, they turned Miss Frizzle into a fucking dime, dude. That's all I'm saying.
crazy field trips to places like outer space, inside the human body, and traveling back in time, all to learn about how the world works. Like a lot of you, I
Could
watched
you
it in
imagine?
school growing up, but
Alright, kids, let's get on the bus. We're going on a field trip back in time. You go through like a wormhole. You transport back in time. Now you're on the middle of a battlefield with Genghis Khan, dude. You're like in a village that's currently being burned to the ground. Dude, people are being beheaded left and right, dude. And they're like, all right, class, this is Genghis Khan. One of the greatest pillagers of the world history.
it wasn't until recently that I started to
Arnold gets his fucking head cut off.
question some things about the show.
Right, Ralphie somehow like becomes one of the like troops for Genghis, right? He like joins the gang. You know what I mean?
Like, do the parents know that their kids are regularly going on these dangerous, life-threatening expeditions? And how is Arnold still alive?
Do they?
after-
Are there permission slips? Are there permission? My mom would absolutely not sign a permission slip to go to the moon, dude. Absolutely not, dude. I had to beg her to let me go to the aquarium. You think she gonna let me go to the moon? Come on now.
taking off his helmet in space?
Thanks, Janet.
Oh, he just got a cold after being exposed to the freezing vacuum of space. That's
Right.
it. Something seems wrong here.
Definitely.
But wait, before we even begin to question the
Totally
logic of
human,
the show,
you know?
we have to ask
Maybe,
if there's even-
maybe. Have we taken into consideration that maybe Arnold is just built different? Have you thought about that?
Even anything here worth theorizing about. I get this comment all the time. It's just a kid's show. And you're right. When it comes to most kid shows, there's usually no internal logic to how or why things happen, and it would be pointless to try and make a theory about it. Except, here's the thing that sets the Magic School Bus apart from most kid shows. The show itself is constantly pointing out and questioning its own logic. It does this at the end of every episode during something called the producer segment. At the end of every episode, a character known as the producer for the Magic School Bus TV show shows up and answers questions from the fans.
Uh-huh. I remember this.
Hello.
Hi, you work on the Magic School Bus show, right?
You bet, I'm the producer.
That's right, just
And it's a bunch of questions that nobody's ever actually asked or cared about. It's, you know?
like SpongeBob, the Magic School Bus breaks the fourth wall and acknowledges the fact that
Oh my god!
it's a TV show.
I didn't
except
realize that,
Magic School Bus
dude!
does it in a very interesting way. At first I thought this character was supposed to be an animated stand-in for the actual real-life producer of the show,
He's just an older version of what's his name?
but the producer doesn't talk about the show like it's animated.
What's the brother's name? You know, the brother in the class, you know, the token, what's his name?
He talks about it like it's a live-action production.
How come there was only one kind of bat on your
It's
show?
like a
There are
reality
almost
show.
1,000 different kinds, you know.
Well, those kind of bats were banned from the set.
In fact, everyone talks about it like it's a live-action TV show.
Is this the bakery where they filmed that
Dude, now you're gonna tell me Miss Frizzle caused COVID.
Magic School Bus show?
Yes.
What we are seeing here is not the actual producer of the PBS animated Magic School Bus show. We are seeing a fictional producer character for an in-universe live-action TV show inside of the real-life animated Magic School Bus show. It's Magic School Bus show, we are seeing a fictional producer character for an in-universe live-action TV show inside of the real-life animated Magic School Bus show.
Did anybody else follow that?
It's confusing, I know. Think of it like a
Did anybody else follow that?
documentary where the filmmakers are
I am quite perplexed.
just as much a part of the story as the characters.
Befuddled.
So, just like my SpongeBob television theory, everything we see in the show is being filmed by in-universe cameras, and everything that happens is just scripted for the purposes of creating an educational live-action TV show.
Since when can a bus shrink and sprout legs like a bullfrog?
Since the scriptwriter wrote it in for the purposes of this episode.
You didn't believe the part where the kids got so close to the volcano.
It's television. We all know real kids don't go inside volcanoes.
And another thing, if an astronaut ever does make it to Pluto, she'd better not take her helmet off.
You think they'd end up with...
Fucking nerd. Actually, if you went to the moon and you took your helmet off... Fucking nerd, shut up.
more than a cold?
There's always gotta be that one, dude. Always gotta be... Well, actually, if you got close to a volcano, you would burn up... Shut up!
She'd end up a block of ice.
Shut up!
None of the characters actually go to space or travel through time. There's no real danger or magic involved. In the canon of the show, everything we see is fake. And this isn't even a Truman Show situation where the
Look at
main
the nerd
characters
emoji.
are unaware they're being filmed. The kids actually sometimes show up or call in on the producer segment and talk as if they know about the show.
Watching that show, you'd think that nighttime lasted about 5 seconds.
Oh, well, we were a little short on time.
So, that pretty much answers every possible question I could have about
So
this.
it's all just... It's scripted. None of it's real. Nice. So they don't go to the moon. They never went inside... Okay. Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better, actually. Knowing that they didn't actually, you know...
show, right? Like,
Start
anything
traversing,
weird or
you know,
dark I
bowels.
find could just be explained away by it being scripted by the showrunners. And I almost gave up on making this theory because of that. Until I realized that's exactly what the Magic School Bus wants us to think.
Oh god, dude. I keep forgetting that it's like, you know, it's never that easy. It's never that easy with this guy. Alexander always needs to find a way to switch things up, dude. Keep you on your toes. Alexander Bailington,
In
dude.
Season 2, Episode 3, The Busasaurus, the class travels back in time on the Magic School Bus to visit the dinosaurs. During the episode, they keep track of which dinosaurs only ate plants with this chart. But when they go back to the present, we don't see the class take the chart with them. Just like the end of every episode, they have a producer segment, this time with a guest star from the show, and they clarify none of the magic they showed was real.
So no one's ever traveled back in time and seen real dinosaurs?
Absolutely not. Time travel is impossible.
But it's what happens at the very end of this segment that changes everything.
What happened?
Oh, but of course it's not.
You know, she kinda...
How could they find the dinosaur chart buried underground if the time travel wasn't real? This directly
Dude, something ain't right with that lizard!
contradicts what the producers are constantly saying about the show. And this happens all the time in the producer segments.
Which reminds me why I called in the first place.
Yes?
I'm still waiting for someone to get that pile of litter off my planet. Everybody knows there's no such thing as ghosts.
You could never use cum for bungee jumping, not in a million years. I wish you guys would stick to the facts.
It took water more than 15 million years to carve out the Grand Canyon. About as long as it's going to take you to freeze that water.
Excuse me?
The impossible things that happen on these field trips are clearly real in the canon of the show, but why are they lying about it? In fact, they seem to get kind of nervous.
There's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on right now.
The callers get pushy about what's real and what's not.
It would have taken weeks for the asteroid to reach the sun. You made it seem like
Oh, this fucking boza. Who is this guy? Who the hell is this nerd? This fucking dweeb? Well, actually, it would have taken you 400 light years and the speed of 4 million... Shut up!
Could happen in seconds.
Well,
Shut
we
up!
have to fake it.
And Miss Frizzle must be magic.
Why do you say that?
What was that?
That? Oh, that was just the sound of Liz stretching the truth.
So why not just tell them that it's a real magic school bus? What's with all the secrecy? The class is constantly going to places like outer space, the bottom of the sea.
You think it's like Oompa Loompas? And they just got a bunch of them? You know, they just got a bunch of, a bunch of Arnolds. They just got a bunch of fucking Arnolds on deck, dude. And every time one gets clapped, they just replace them with another Arnold.
An active volcano.
Like, all right, Arnold, 77. Your turn, dude. You're up. It's go time. Right? They're constantly just manufacturing Arnolds in test tubes like the Clone Wars. Right? Just building an army of Arnolds. Right? What if that's the real plan? What if that's the real plan here, dude? Miss Frizzle is slowly building an army of Arnolds to take over the planet, dude. That's what it is.
Extremely dangerous places that no school could ever take kids unless they lied about it and pretended like the field trips were just faked as a part of an elaborate fictional TV show. And the cover-up goes much farther than just the show. The principal of the school has no idea what they're doing on these field trips.
You're telling me you went inside a chicken to find me an egg?
Yes, sir, we did.
But going inside a chicken is not a state-approved field trip.
And even when they tell him, he doesn't believe them.
Okay, I have a concern about this, right? He's like, okay, you went inside of a chicken to get me an egg, right? And it's like, okay, that's fine, right? Yeah, chickens lay eggs. But like, if you have to go inside the chicken to get the egg, do you really want that egg? You gotta go inside the chicken to excrete the egg. I feel like there's gotta be some type of issue with that.
Do you really expect me to believe that the chicken laid an egg with all of you inside it?
And even the parents don't know what's going on.
And now, live from the throne.
Ralphie, that little girl looks just like your friend Wanda.
Who? Her? No.
Dude, Ralphie's mama. Woo! A successful businesswoman. Golly!
No, Wanda's much, shorter.
Ralphie, I know that guilty look. What's going on?
Nothing, Mom. Really.
Oh, I'm sure they were just hanging around. Right, Ralphie?
Right, Miss Frizzle.
It's never explicitly stated in the show, but if you pay attention, it's clear that these field trips are a massive secret, and the kids are actively helping hide it.
But Miss Frizzle, we can't let Mr. Junket know the bus is magic.
He can't know what he can't see.
But why? I could see why the producers...
See, dude, this is what I'm talking about. Miss Frizzle's like a psycho. She's like, oh yeah, dude. He'll never know. He'll never know. Well, what he doesn't know, what he doesn't know won't hurt him, dude. You know? It's not a big deal.
Secret, but
Principal does not need to know that the students and the faculty that he oversees are getting in a magic school bus that warps through portals and transports an entire classroom of children and one of the teachers into the asshole of another one of the students. But yeah, dude, it won't hurt him. You don't gotta know.
Maybe it's just because they love the field trip so much, and they know that if the secret got out, they wouldn't be able to go on them anymore. But I think there might be something more going on here. In the very first episode of the Magic School Bus, Arnold brings his cousin Janet to visit his school, and she mentions—
Fucking Janet, dude. It's always the ones named Janet. It's always the one. I've only met one Janet that's like a super nice lady. Just one, ever. Every other Janet has been like, you know, terrible.
That Arnold told her all about the field trips they go on.
Arnold told me all about your field trips, Dorothy Ann. What did he say?
Look at their reactions to hearing this. They are terrified of someone else knowing the truth.
They're like, what?
Now, I've already shown you that clip of Arnold taking off his helmet and freezing in space.
So this is like a cartel, dude.
He did it. Throughout the entire episode, Janet is trying to collect proof to prove that she went to space. And in order to convince Janet not to bring back incriminating evidence, Arnold—
He kills himself! Oh, that's extreme, dude!
Does this.
There's no way I'm going home without my stuff. It's proof. Nobody will believe me without it. Janet, you want proof? I'll give you proof. Here's proof of what'll happen to you if you stay here with your stuff. Arnold, no!
Oh my god!
Arnold
So it's all just an elaborate scheme.
More afraid of Janet exposing their secrets than taking off his helmet in space. What could these kids possibly be so afraid of happening if the truth got out? Well, in Season 1, Episode 11, we actually do get to see what DA thinks would happen if her old teacher found out about their field trips.
Phoebe's old... I love that. That's the name of the school is Phoebe's Old School. Oh, hey, where'd you go to school? Oh, I went to Phoebe's Old School. Who the fuck is Phoebe? Dude, what do you mean? I went to Phoebe's Old School. Dude, who's Phoebe? Dude, just say the name of the school. Dude, I went to Phoebe's Old School. Bro, are you serious? Are you serious? Are you fucking with me? Are you fucking with me? No, dude, I went to Phoebe's Old School, bro. Like, bro, you about to piss me off.
Mr. C-Flat, I'd like you to meet.
Take chances, make mistakes, get messy.
Why is this horrifying? Why is this kind of
Oh, we never did anything
terrifying?
like this in our old school.
Holy shit. It's Miss Frizzle. They're all afraid of Miss Frizzle. Miss Frizzle may seem like this quirky, fun, eccentric teacher, but she is constantly manipulating these kids into being afraid and totally obedient. In episode 2, Arnold asked me—
I told you she was evil! I told you she was up to no good shenanigans, tomfoolery, if you will.
Miss Frizzle if he could skip the field trip.
Miss Frizzle, I'd really love to go on a field trip, but I've got this weird feeling.
Well, Arnold, I do need a volunteer to stay behind.
She casually says he can stay behind, but then without telling him, they shrink down and go inside of Arnold for their field trip.
Nice, dude! Like, hey everybody, get in, we're going inside Arnold! Miss Frizzle, dude, whoa, relax. Relax.
Episode, they tell Arnold they were inside of him, and after this horrifying realization sets in, he says this.
You went inside?
Without his dude, that's fucking crazy. Wow, that's crazy. That's insane. Imagine you find out that all of your schoolmates were inside of your body without your knowledge the entire time. They're just flying around, dude. You've had explosive, violent diarrhea for 2 days. You can't stop throwing up. You've been sweating bullets, and you've had the chills. You've lost 15 pounds, and you can't keep any food down. You've watched Wheel of Fortune on repeat. All because your classmates were flying around your intestines. Just wreaking havoc inside of your respiratory system. Oh my God, I'll be pissed. I think I'm dying of IBS, dude. No, it's just Ralphie.
Miss Frizzle, no matter what, I'll never miss another field trip. Never, ever, ever, ever.
The message Miss...
Was that punishment? Oh, dude, you missed a field trip, so now we're gonna go inside of your body.
Frizzle is sending is clear. If you disobey or try to miss a field trip, there will be consequences.
So is Miss Frizzle like trolling him with like the Ant-Man joke? You know the Ant-Man meme, right? Like, oh yeah, Ant-Man's gonna win. He's gonna fly into Thanos' ass and then just expand. Right? Is that what Miss Frizzle's gonna do? Fly into Arnold and then just blow the bus up, dude? Like, what's the plan there? What happens after you get inside of Arnold? I mean, I feel like there's a lot of things you can do once you get inside the body of a human being, dude. You got access to a lot of different things. You know, central nervous systems, vital organs, major arteries, dude. You could cause a lot of damage in there.
And if you don't believe me, in the very next episode, the exact same thing happens. In this episode, Ralphie gets sick and his mom tells him he has to miss school, but Ralphie vehemently tries to fight it.
It's my opinion, as your mother, and as a doctor, that you have a fever, which
He's like, no, I can't miss another field trip, not again, not again. Please, Mom, no. Please, Mom.
You are sick, which means you are going...
She sends his ass back to World War II.
Back to bed.
But Mom!
Seems kind of weird, right? Usually kids love to miss school, especially a slacker, goofball character like Ralphie.
Ralphie misses one more field trip and she throws his ass into the gladiator pit.
But no, he knows there will be consequences if
fend for yourself, Ralphie.
And, as expected, the class goes to his house.
Sends his ass back to the times of the Black Plague.
Down and goes inside of him. It's like an unspoken rule of the class. If you miss a field trip, you will become the field trip. There is a culture of fear and lies in the classroom, and Miss Frizzle is at the heart of all of it. No matter what, you must keep her secrets and continue going on these dangerous field trips, even if there's risk of getting hurt or worse. Which brings me back to my original question. How did Arnold actually survive after taking off his helmet in space?
Because he
what
built
if I
different.
told you he didn't? And the Arnold we see after this is not the same Arnold.
Dude, here we go!
Please let this be a normal field trip.
So, the Magic School Bus is supposed to be this infinitely powerful magical contraption, right? It can go anywhere, travel through time, and change itself or anyone else into just about anything. So, who's to say that the kids who get injured or killed don't just magically get brought back to life by the bus off screen?
Right.
But after Arnold comes back from being frozen in space, he acts different. In the very next episode after he gets frozen, they keep calling attention to the fact that Arnold is acting weird for some reason.
You feel alright, Arnold?
It's sort of explained away in the episode, but it's weird how they keep bringing it up.
Miss Frizzle, I'd really love to go on a field trip, but I've got this weird feeling.
And before he was frozen, we heard him say this.
Something's weird.
I wonder where we're going today.
I feel like something weird's going on.
Been there. To the bottom of the ocean. Done that.
He mentions how they've already been to the bottom of the ocean and inside of a rotten log. But they visit both of these places in future episodes, and Arnold never mentions the fact that they've already been there.
What?
In fact, no one does. It's like
in
they don't
future?
even remember these past field trips. And this show does have continuity and a precedent for mentioning old field trips.
This looks familiar, kind of like when We were in your bloodstream, Ralphie. Remember?
There's something...
Kind of like when we were clogging your veins and giving you blood clots, Ralphie. You remember that? Kind of like when we were destroying your immune system from the inside, Ralphie. Do you remember that?
Really strange going on with these kids, but for the longest
Miss Frizzle's
time,
a psycho.
couldn't figure out what it was. And then I discovered something. Something so impossible and confusing that when I saw it, it honestly gave me chills. In episode 2, the magic school bus shrinks down and goes inside of Arnold to learn about the digestive system. But there's something inside of Arnold that made me question everything about this show. Something that I guarantee you wouldn't normally notice. Are you ready? Let me play the clip for you.
Esophagus. It's where your food goes after you swallow. Miss Frizzle, what are you doing?
Did you see it? Let's slow it down a bit. How the fuck is Arnold inside?
Oh my fucking god, Arnold the fuck is inside of himself, dude! What the fuck? What? Oh my god, dude! This dude Arnold don't take a trip inside y'all. Oh my god, no.
How the fuck is Arnold inside of Arnold? He is the one person who absolutely cannot be in the bus
inside
right
of yourself,
now. But there he
dude.
is.
You cannot be inside of yourself. Trust me, I've tried. Don't ask. Trust me, it doesn't work.
Sitting in the back, but the next time we see the back of the bus, he's gone. No way. This has to be some sort of really weird animation mistake, right? Except 25 seconds later, we see him again.
He's there again!
Sitting in the back of the bus.
Just... Dude!
How is Arnold inside of Arnold? Okay, maybe they just made the same mistake twice, right? Except this isn't even the only episode where this happens.
It happens again.
In season 4, episode 2.
Did Ralphie go inside of himself?
The class learns about a chicken's life cycle and shrinks
This is just when they went inside the chicken and got the egg?
Arnold down inside of an egg to watch it hatch. While they're waiting for it to hatch, the rest of the class goes to talk to the principal in his office, without Arnold. Except for a single shot.
Oh my fucking god! Dude, there is an underground army of Arnolds being manufactured as we speak.
We can see Arnold in the office even though he's supposed to be inside of the egg. And just like last time, he immediately disappears as soon as we cut back to where he was standing.
Oh my god!
He's the second Arnold who keeps appearing.
Is he a damn demon, dude?
In places he shouldn't be. That's when it all made sense. The magic school bus doesn't bring dead kids back to life. They replace them with identical clones. Or, how I like to call them, doppelgangers.
Dude.
It is no coincidence that...
What's that thing we watched? With the... What is it? With the... It's like an evil clone of yourself, dude, and it like kills you and then it starts living in your house?
Second Arnold showed up in the episode immediately...
The alternates?
After Arnold died in space. This is either the space Arnold's body or some sort of rogue doppelganger they lost track of, trying to blend in the back of class. But, wait a second. Can the magic school bus even create clones of living things?
Yeah, dude.
Seems like the magic school...
Can it create clones? This motherfucker traveled back in time and they fought dinosaurs with swords.
Bus can do anything, but we never actually see it duplicate or create something from scratch. It only ever changes things. It can turn a student into a fish, but it never creates a fish out of nothing. Trust me, I have looked everywhere in both this show and the reboot, and there is no evidence the bus can create life. But that's only because I was looking in the wrong place. Miss Frizzle's classroom is absolutely full of dioramas of human...
There's also magic school bus books.
Body parts, an eye, a foot, an ear.
I'm not sure what purpose that served, but you know, in case anybody was wondering, there's books.
But if you pay close attention to these back...
It moves!
objects, you'll realize they're not dioramas. They constantly move and blink as if they're alive, and the only possible explanation is that they were created by the magic school bus, meaning it is totally possible for the bus to grow these doppelgangers to replace the students. Every time a student dies on a field trip, they have the perfect solution to cover it up.
That's kind of weird. That's kind of awful. It just spawns another ew. Something about that. Ew. Ew. Like the doors just open and then another Arnold like walks out. Ew.
Often could they?
It's like wet. You know, it's like covered in fluids. You know, artificial fluids. Dude.
Possibly need to do this.
There's
Yeah,
like a
the kids
smell.
regularly put themselves in danger,
Ew.
but the closest we get to an on-screen death was Arnold taking off his helmet, and that's only one episode. Well, remember, the show itself is an unreliable narrator. They're obviously gonna cut out or recontextualize anything that could expose them, but I think they let an important clue slip in the very first episode. Remember, when Arnold came back from being frozen in space, he was sick, which seemed to carry over with how weird he was acting in the next episode. Maybe when a doppelganger is created, they come out very weak from the cloning process and have the symptoms of a sickness. Is it possible every time a character gets sick in the show, they've actually been recently replaced with a doppelganger? How else does the producer know details about Ralphie's specific sickness?
What were those kids doing visiting Ralphie when he was so sick and tired?
Oh, well, don't worry. He wasn't infectious.
And Ralphie not being infectious would make sense if it's not actually a
He would know that.
sickness, but the symptoms of being a newly grown doppelganger. And the same episode Ralphie gets sick, the skeleton in the classroom has a completely different outfit from previous episodes, with a different tie and no sunglasses. Maybe the classroom skeleton is where they store the body of the last dead student. It even has very similar shoes to Ralphie's.
My god!
But this goes far beyond just the occasional student getting replaced. I have found
Or maybe the skeleton is what they use as like the, you know, like step one of the process, you know, it's like the base.
Of past field trips that went so horribly wrong that no student came back from them alive. In episode 4, they shrink down and take a field trip into the ocean. Eventually, they get fished out by a fishing woman who says this.
Nope. Already have a bus.
Why would she have already fished up a miniature bus from the ocean? I mean, maybe it's like a toy or something, but that's not the only time something like this has happened. In Season 2, Episode 1, they explore an underwater volcano and briefly pass by a random sunken ship. Except, if you look closely,
it's got Miss Frizzle on it, dude!
Has a figurehead of Miss Frizzle on the front of the ship. Why on earth would a random ship at the bottom of the ocean have this? Well, it looks a lot like when the magic school bus turned into a
Is
boat.
Miss Frizzle just some, like, immortal, like, you know, interdimensional being, fucking demon, magical power, witch lady, lived for thousands of millennia?
In Season 4, Episode 13, and had a figurehead of Liz, the class pet. These are the wreckages of past failed field trips where nobody returned alive. There have been countless children who have died on these field trips.
That is dark, dude. Oh my god, that is awful.
Of Liz, the class pet. These are the wreckages of past failed field trips where nobody returned alive. There have been countless children who have died on these field trips, but why? What is the point of all this? Who's really running the show here, and what is the true identity of Miss Frizzle?
Dude, this is insane. This is insane, dude. I'm never gonna look at Magic School Bus the same, ever.
The Magic School Bus TV show is run by the producers we see at the end of every episode.
You bet, I'm the producer. One of them.
They're grown-up versions of the kids, right? That's like a thing,
There's
right?
two characters who have been called producers of the show, and we never find out their names or where they came from. But do they look familiar at all to you?
Am I not wrong?
A very similar appearance
I'm right,
to
right?
Tim
Yeah,
and
I'm right. That's what I just, yeah.
Wanda. Is it possible the producers are actually the original students who survived all these years? And the similarities go far beyond just their appearances. The male producer is seen working on a bee farm that we've never seen before, but Tim mentions in Season 3, Episode 1 that his grandpa owns a bee farm.
I've been delivering honey from my grandpa's bee farm all summer.
Maybe the producer is working on his grandfather's farm. And just like how the producer worked—
So he got older, and they just replaced him with a kid. He survived. He never perished in any of the field trips, right? He's goated, dude. The first black man to not die first, dude. Let's fucking go. Love a true king, dude. He survives all of the field trips, makes it through elementary school, dude, finally moves on to middle school, grows up, and so then they just replace his ass with a kid, with another kid version of him. And all those ones just keep dying.
On storyboards, we see Tim working on his comic books. The female producer has a big plush frog in her office, and we know Wanda used to have a pet frog that she loved.
You know, Miss Frizzle, I was really glad when you said I could bring my best friend Bella the bullfrog to school.
In fact, in Season 1, Episode 5, Wanda has to let her pet frog go to live a happier life in the wild, and we see the producer rewatch this scene and cry.
Bye, Bella. I know you're going to have a good life
She
here,
misses
but
Bella.
I am going to miss you.
I think it is very likely that the producers are the original Tim and Wanda. But what about the rest of the original students?
None of them are cut out for it, dude. None of them made it, dude.
Maybe Tim and Wanda are the only survivors, but I did find this guy working at a carnival in Season 2, Episode 10 that looks a lot like Ralphie. And I could also totally see Ralphie growing up to work at a carnival. But then what about Miss Frizzle? Even though we see the producers running things at the end of the episode, it seems like Miss Frizzle is also in charge of the show.
You really expect us to believe that Mikey had the power to actually knock the bell clear off the hammer slammer?
Just between us, we had a story conference about that, and it was Miss Frizzle's idea.
But we know nothing about Miss Frizzle's past, and obviously she doesn't resemble any of the kids like the producers do. I mean, the closest comparison we have is Arnold with their similar hair color, but obviously Arnold is male and Miss Frizzle is female. Right? And that's what I thought too, until I discovered—
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Don't do this to me. Don't fucking do this to me. Do not fucking do this to me. If you sit here and you look me dead in my face and tell me Miss Frizzle has been a grown-ass man this entire time, I swear to God, I'm gonna lose my fucking marbles. I've got a lot of marbles, dude. You don't want me to lose those, dude. Please don't do this. Please don't do this to me.
Miss Frizzle is
Please
female,
don't do this
right?
to me.
And that's what I thought too, until I discovered pickle theory. Pickle theory is not a theory I created, it's something I discovered while researching for this video. It stems from this weird moment in Season 2, Episode 7 with Miss Frizzle.
Whoa! There's a ton of pickles in here.
You caught me, Ralphie. Oh, I have a private and powerful passion for pickles.
Even if I told you the context of this episode, this moment wouldn't really make sense. Miss Frizzle—
Dude, I love Miss Pickles.
Just has a secret closet full of pickles and a private and powerful passion for them for some unexplained reason. But
you don't have a pickle closet? Just me?
This is where pickle theory comes in. To understand pickle theory, you need to understand that there's a common medication used in hormone therapy for trans women that has
And there it is. And there it is. Everything I thought that I knew as a kid has just been a lie. Am I even real? Is this, maybe we are in a simulation. Maybe nothing truly is real.
Pickle theory, you need to understand that there's a common medication used in hormone therapy for trans women that has the side effect of making you crave sodium, and pickles are very salty, so they've become a common snack in the female transgender community. And pickle theory states that this weird moment with Miss Frizzle admitting to a private craving for pickles is a hint about her actually being a transgender woman. And I think it's a cool theory, but probably not enough evidence to win me over yet. And even if it is true, there's definitely not enough evidence to say Miss Frizzle is the original Arnold. I mean, she doesn't even wear glasses like him.
Before anybody, Before anybody misinterprets my reactions and my facial, relax, dude. Relax. Relax, dude, all right? Relax. This is absolutely fucking wild, dude. This is absolutely fucking wild. This is, like, outrageous. Like, I've never heard this before in my life, dude. I've heard many things about many cartoons. Never in my life have I ever heard, oh yeah, Miss Frizzle is a transgender Arnold. I am flabbergasted right now. Absolutely bewildered.
I watched season 4, episode 10, where we actually get to see inside of Miss Frizzle's house for the very first time. And I found a picture on her wall that is going to blow your mind.
Stop!
A picture of someone who looks a lot like a female version of Arnold, right down to the yellow and white shirt and glasses. I think this is what Miss Frizzle looked like as a kid. Either she's transgender, or the cloning process can just create different gender versions of characters, but whatever it is, you can't tell me this doesn't make it seem like Frizzle is a female version of Arnold. Even her name, Miss Frizzle, sounds fake. It sounds like something she just made up because she has frizzy hair, a trait that she shares with Arnold. All of the people running the Magic School Bus show are the original versions of the students, creating doppelgangers of themselves and forcing them to go on dangerous field trips. Why? What is this all for? To make the Magic School Bus TV show and educate the kids of the world. And god damn it, it worked.
Is this the Magic School Bus? Magic School Bus? Is this the Magic School Bus?
It fucking worked, dude! I'm educated!
Magic School Bus?
This is the Magic School Bus! Canada's like, is this the Magic School Bus, eh?
Everyone knows about the Magic School Bus. It is a massive success. If you want to educate the world, then in the words of Miss Frizzle, you have to take chances, make mistakes, and get messy. Get very, very messy.
Oh my god! Oh my
and that's the Magic School Bus doppelganger theory. Okay, bye.
That is absolutely psychotic!
Thanks for watching, everyone. This video was a lot of fun to make, and it was a good break from all the work that went into Don't Feed the Muse 2. Like I said, this video isn't related to that series or the ARG. I'm still going to be making these separate standalone theory type videos on the side. I know it probably seems like I hate making theory videos.
Dude! So the kids grew up and decided to use the Magic School Bus to create continuous clones of themselves and force them to go on field trips in order to create the Magic School Bus show, educate the kids of the world, and rake in that sweet, sweet profit. And by the way, Miss Frizzle is a transgender grown-up Arnold, dude. This might be the most deranged theory that I have ever seen from this dude, Alex Bale. All right, we've covered cannibalism, and I don't even think that comes even close to what the hell we've witnessed here today, dude. Oh my god, I do not believe what my eyes have just witnessed. Dude, Alex Bale just single-handedly got Magic School Bus banned in Florida and Texas.